Alright guys, let's take a quick look at COTI here. Now I did a video yesterday on COTI, and I believe it was breaking out and it was just above the green line if I remember correctly. And it did manage to hold that till the end, and you can see this candle today. It did come down to test this weekly support, and so far it's held it, so that's a good sign. Let's put this on a little bit lower time frame now and see what we have here. So yeah, it actually is just above this time frame on this candle. So this closes in another 22 minutes or so. So let's see if it can maintain this, weekly line. I would like to see the close above this for the week, which is actually in the next candle. So we'll see, guys. So let's take a quick look at Bitcoin here. Bitcoin got a rejection basically off 60.2, which is a resistance, and but the last 3 days it has gone up. Now keep in mind there is a CME gap from about 58.8, and more than likely this gap is going to be closed either today or, well, tomorrow or the next day probably, when CME opens. So let's see, but it doesn't have to, but it's not that far from it anyways. So I would expect the price to come down and then keep moving. You may see a big wick maybe tomorrow down and then continuation. So anyways, there is kind of a small resistance here. If we do this, you can see we got to break this really first. We are struggling with this since about the 9th of August. So let's see if we can do that either tonight or tomorrow. Anyways, guys, economic calendar for the week. Like I said in the last video I just did on Portal, there is not a lot really this week. There's a lot of speakers. You do have European Union CPI on Tuesday, Wednesday FOMC meeting minutes, Thursday maybe the biggest day I can say. It's Jackson Hole, continuing jobless claims, S&P, PMI. You do have existing home sales and things like this. So Friday, Jackson Hole again, building permits, Fed Chair Powell is speaking. I don't think he's going to say that much actually. I don't think he's going to give many hints, but he's speaking. New home sales, and that's about it for Friday. And then Saturday is Jackson Hole Symposium, and the ECB's Lane is also speaking as well. So other than that, I did manage to pull up this for this video, the last video with Portal. I couldn't pull this up, but it's still 75% believe in a quarter-point cut, 25% believe in a 50 basis point cut, which is not going to happen, guys. I can tell you September will be 25, November 25, December 25. After that, we'll see what happens. But I don't, I haven't looked that far in advance. So anyways, guys, like I said, COTI looking okay, but it does need to hold this, weekly support. So let's see if it can do that, guys. Anyways, if you like this video about COTI, like, subscribe, activate the bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one.